Hey guys, it's Rush G. How are you all doing? Welcome back to the channel. Unexpected news when I woke up this morning. I knew there was a patch going in for Street Fighter 5. No one knew what the patch was, and it's actually a balance patch, which is... I was very surprised. I mean, it's pleasantly surprised, but yeah, very surprised nevertheless. There's been a number of characters that have been slightly buffed. Some characters have been nerfed. Cammy's one of them, so a noteworthy mention. But there's been a number of characters that have been nerfed as well. But surprisingly enough, Ken has had only 6 changes, but they're ridiculous, the changes. Like, I'd say he's the most buffed character out of the lot that have been changed. So whilst I can't cover everything because obviously stuff's new, I'm going to show you what's changed off the bat and just things that have been impacted by these changes. So the first change is to stand heavy kick, and that is reduced knockback distance on crush counter and also increased knockback time on crush counter. Now this is a weird one because whilst it is better, it's completely changed the way stand heavy kick crush counter works. So I'm going to show you V skill 1 first. Let me just quickly show you what happens. So if I do stand heavy kick crush counter, let's just look at how it looks. So they're not going as far back and they're in the air for a lot longer. It's a really slow animation now. So you can do things like dash heavy punch DP. Now this is good if you're a V skill 2 user. Really good actually. With V skill 1, I'd almost say that it's kind of it's not made it worse, but it's completely changed the combo routes now. So if I confirm this into V skill, you can see that you're super close to the opponent. If I do an instant heavy punch DP, I'm only hitting it twice. See that? So now what you have to do is, if you do V skill as a confirm, you've got to delay it, but you've got so much time to delay it and catch it. Something else you can do now is heavy kick TATSU. That works. That's quite good actually, because whilst that's good because you don't need to delay the heavy kick TATSU, and also you get good Oki. The Oki is really good there. You can still do medium kick TATSU into EXDP, but you have to really delay this now to get the 3 hits. It's really weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It's the timing's not as easy as it was before to do that, so that's something to be aware of. If you hit this close range, I'm not saying this is a good idea, but if you want to spend 1 bar but you're not sure about the medium kick TATSU XDP link or juggle, you can do EX Fireball Heavy Punch DP. Now I don't really like this, if I'm completely honest, because you just saw the first time I did it, I got a stand Heavy Punch instead of EX Fireball, but that works as well. Also, you can do this now, I think. Yeah, I don't know how consistent that is, but step kick into CA works. And in V trigger 1, you can do step kick into EX TATSU. That's new again. Also, so let's look at V skill 2 specifically. So as I mentioned, you can do dash heavy punch DP. Obviously, you still can't do stand heavy kick into V skill 2. But if you hit this close range, you can do chin buster and get a conversion. Close range stand heavy kick. That's probably more substantial than corner for V skill 2 users. So there's that as well. Going back to V skill 1, this is also a thing with V skill 1. So you can do the whiff back medium punch heavy punch step kick into whatever. So you could do, what else could you do? That doesn't work. Okay, so that's not going to work. But yeah, you can get new stuff. It's not more optimal, but it is another option. What's nice about that option is, you know, sometimes when you do step kick and you go behind them, you eliminate that issue now when they're in the corner. There's a lot of things to take in there with stand heavy kick, crush counter, a lot of things. So there's going to be a lot of discovery, a lot of exploration to we can do, but that's what I found off the bat with that. So interesting times. Second change is crouch and medium punch, reduced hit back. You can see there Ryu's going significantly less back on hit now. So this is not on block, so this will not improve sort of like block strings, but on hit it does change things. What this means is that that's a lot more consistent now, even at range, which is pretty powerful, very powerful actually. So the consistency issues with stand medium punch on hit now, they've gone. This has been changed over and over again, so this is really good. It also means that you get some new combos. I'm gonna show you one for now, but if you hit a jab counter hit, look at that, you can get a stand light kick after the medium punch. Now I don't think there's any real use for that, but it's good to know. Where this will be actually quite useful, thinking about it, it's a good point actually. If Ryu blocks and then on guard, let's say he does, what would he have to be? He have to be 4 frame. So this will only be really something you do against 4 frame characters. So maybe you can now get counter hit conversions. Let's have a look. Ah, there you go, look. Oh, that's where it can be useful. That's a frame trap, that's a +2 on block into crouch and medium punch. Oh. It just makes those situations more consistent. That's really interesting. Okay, so we've got new frame traps. New frame trap potential against 4 frame characters, or characters that are delay pressing or pressing tech. Wow, okay. Very interesting. Okay, so change 3 is the crouch and heavy punch. Just to read through the changes to crouch and heavy punch. Number 1, they've changed frame data on hits from -4 to +2. The reason for that is because it was never supposed to be used on the ground, it was more an anti-air, but they've actually made it into like a grounded normal now where it can do stuff on hit. It creates so many new situations. The second thing is increased knockback time on mid-air opponents hit by a crush counter. So basically when you crush counter them, they're in the air for a hell of a lot longer. That's mainly a buff to V-Skill 2 if you ask me, not V-Skill 1. Number 3, sped up cancel timing for V-Skill 1 by 2 frames. So basically you can now do crouch and heavy punch into like it TATSU, which is mad. And changed cancel timing for V-Skill 2 to immediately after hit, so I think it just makes it more consistent. Oh yeah, basically means it now combos naturally, no counter hit. Before, I don't think that actually comboed. I stand heavy punch into V-Skill 2 did, crouch and heavy punch didn't. They've changed that now. That's another interesting one. So this changes a lot for Kem, and again, there's not enough time in this video to cover everything, but just to quickly go over stuff. So counter hit combos now, that this always worked, jab into crouch and heavy punch because of the frame advantage, but now you can do stuff like that, better with V-Skill 1 actually. You now get like 255 damage off a counter hit jab, which is mad. Combine that with a crouch and medium punch buff. This now combos, that's pretty big. That's really big actually. So now you can do stuff like I'm trying to think. Stuff like that. You can do, you know, you get a lot more reward now. So previously I would do a non-crush counter combo. I would do that, crouch and medium punch, stand medium punch, like it TATSU heavy punch DP. Now you can do crouch and heavy punch, crouch and medium punch, crouch and heavy punch for a lot more damage. That's really good, it's really good. Something else I noticed with this is when you activate now, so you know when we do crouch and heavy punch after activation, so now you can do things like this. Look at that. You do crouching heavy punch into V skill 1, light punch DP, EX DP, making again Ken's damage. It's increased now, and the corner carry is still good. You can do look at that. There's no, you no longer need to do stand heavy punch. You can do crouching heavy punch after you activate into V skill. It's actually crazy. Actually crazy. So activation routes for V trigger 1 now change dramatically. You want to do crouching heavy punch pretty much every time now. Mad, right? What else was there? So yes, now with turn count it off. If I do V skill 2, sorry. You can now do things like that with V skill 2. So you can activate off the crouching heavy punch into the V skill 2 because it combos. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It just changes a lot of Ken's pressure and combinations. Really combined with the crouching medium punch, the reduced hit back. That's really big, I find. So I haven't even looked at like crush counter combos with this now. I've seen some mad stuff. I put count it on. I think things like this are more consistent now. Yeah, look how long Ryu was in the air there. Yeah, there's a lot of discovery to take place with crouching heavy punch now. Change number 4 is the crouching medium kick, and you now have reduced hit back, similarly to crouching medium punch. It just means that your opponent goes less back on hit with crouching medium kick. The main thing that this helps with is crouching medium kick mid screen into DP. There is another reason why that's working, but we'll talk about that at the very end. But yeah, it will help with confirming into DP. So maybe crouching medium kick into DP is legit now mid screen. Maybe not as if it catches a stray button, you're at range, but maybe one to consider, I guess. I don't know, I'm not sure. So that's a welcome buff. It just makes the crouching medium kick confirms a lot less likely to whiff. CA probably at range. I think there are some situations if you caught a stray button as a whiff punish, it would whiff. So yes, nice change there. This one is a good change, a really good change. So change 5 is light TATSU. The second, if only the second hit hits, it now does 50 damage rather than 30 damage. So this is great if you do your confirms off crouching medium kick. Because now you get more damage. Before it was you'd only like pick away at the health, you'd get like 30 damage or less than 30 damage because it's the second hit of the combo, but it didn't really feel like it did much damage. It still doesn't do mad damage, but it is significantly more now. You do notice that, so that's nice. I think it's only the regular one. I don't think TATSU in like it TATSU. Yeah, so that TATSU in V trigger 1 is 50 as well, so it's the same now, 50 as well. That's quite good, man. Bit more reward for your confirms. The last change, guys, is to heavy punch DP. This is normal and V trigger 1, and this has an extended hitbox forward. Now again, this is why crouching medium kick into DP is more consistent. You can see I'm getting numerous hits now at different ranges. Even at max range crouching medium kick, I'm getting 2 hits of the DP. So not only is this good for combo situations, it's good for the crouching medium kick hit confirms. But let me show you something. So this is a combination of 2 buffs that have improved Ken now. If I go to Shinryuken, yeah, if I do a level 3, the like it TATSU 1 hit does more damage now. It'll do 50 damage because obviously of the 5th buff, the like it TATSU in this change, in this balance patch. But also now the heavy punch DP hits 3 times rather than 2 times. That's significant damage, man. So the DP is hitting 3 hits, which is really good. The TATSU does more damage, so you're getting more from that level 3 now. So I believe if I just go into V skill 2, V trigger 2, if you do full spend Yeah, that's legit now. And you're getting mad damage up it as well. That's really, really good. Yeah, this is what I mean. So these changes, there's 6 changes, but they all interlink to improve Ken. They all complement each other. So there's so much discovery that's going to happen moving forwards. I'll keep my eyes on the Discord, on Twitter, and anything I find, I'll credit whoever made the discoveries, but I'll share it with you guys. Yeah, it's mad. If ever there's a time to be in the Ken Discord, it's now, because there's a lot of changes that have happened to Ken through these 6 balance changes, I guess. Do you know what I mean? So if you want to get the most out of the new version of Ken, you've got to have your eyes on all the resources. So there's only so much I can do, but I feel like this is going to be it's going to be an interesting time for Ken. It's exciting, but at the same time it's going to be very time consuming. So many things, but that's just the stuff. That's what I understand. These are the quick things I've found during the initial 1 hour I've had to look at Ken. But yeah, interesting times, exciting times as well, man. So yeah, any questions, any queries, as always, give me a shout. If you found anything cool with new Ken, feel free to drop a comment in the on the video in the comment section. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Exciting times ahead. Yeah, let's see where this version of Ken takes us.